Welcome back to more Pokemon White 2. So last time, we made it through the White Tree Hollow, the previous areas. I believe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, that's quite a lot. And yeah, this time we're going to be pressing onwards. Area 10 now. A live commentary this time. Yeah, this is the last area. So, let's finish Unova's challenge today. And yeah, I've got my own topics. I think this is the time to use them now. So, start in basement 16. And if we check, we have 17, 18, and 19. So figuring out where we need to go is going to be tricky. It's also red colored, so that's cool. So yeah, let's fight some trainers, let's gather some information. So, I'll break this and I'll break that. Alright, you're gonna crush everything. Alright. So, for my topics, I kinda want to talk about Sword and Shield at some point. It's a game that, yeah, when I played it, I didn't really think much of it. Nowadays, yeah, it's interesting to hear about the game because I did ask my brother about it. I asked my friend too. So like my brother said, it's like a fine game, which yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. And then yeah, my friend actually kind of liked it. So I think for me, what I don't really like about it is I think when I think about replaying it, it's just that I don't like the wild area that much, I must admit. It's interesting, but again, it feels like the only place where you can... It's like... Thanks for stopping me, I sometimes forget myself. What do you guys say? Gate train is female. It'd be very funny if the gate train is one of these, but anyway. So yeah, that's a hint. Not a very useful one, because yeah, I really need to know where the gate trainer is. So yeah. My guess is they're not in this floor, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's all I was trying to talk about, so... Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the wild area. I think one of the reasons why is the raid battles, because you kind of have to do them is the problem, because some Pokemon can be obtained through it. The Gigantamax Pokemon are not like, that wasn't a one-shot. That's not great, but yeah, we have Sturdy, so that's not too bad. Does mean that, yeah, I probably need to switch out when I say another, honestly, Nidoqueen. Yeah, trainers are now level 80, which is quite scary. I know, I feel like maybe in Legendary, but trainers don't normally get this high leveled in a regular area in a Pokemon game, so yeah. And yeah, playing a Changer as well, I think that might have something to do with it too, so yeah. Anyway. So yeah, again, those raid battles, yeah, I think the problem is that you have to do them a lot, and without multiplayer, they're not the most fun either. Like the easy ones, yeah, you'll beat them very easy. You already knew that. I'm guessing you're also gonna say that, but yeah. I do kind of want the hint though. I do want it to get more hints though, and also clearing out the area is not a bad thing either. Also, technically, yeah, they could very well win the gate trainer, so yeah, I have my doubts. But anyway. So yeah, that's what I was trying to talk about. Heels of a Warring, alright. I always switched against these, so yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. So yeah. Let's go into room for this. So yeah, let's go back to what I was trying to say again. So again, like I said, not the best of the wild area. Like I keep saying again, some Poke you have to team through that. I don't really like the Terra Raid battle, especially later on. And it's kind of annoying because, yeah, some of those later ones you kind of have to do because that's where you get all the valuable TLs for your Pokemon. So, yeah, it's a game that has a lot of customization. It's just that, again, a lot of that comes from the wild there. I'm not the biggest fan of it, so that's a little bit of an issue. So, yeah. And then, yeah, the game itself, again, like my brother said, it's fine. There's not, there's not much wrong with it. It's just that it doesn't really... wow me is the problem, I think. Like, yeah, again, it's a fine game, like I keep saying. But yeah, nothing in it really, like, impressed me that much. Like, in the Pokemon, they were alright. The story, it was alright, except for, walking around was okay. the story, again, there was that bit at the end, but hey. So no, it's definitely not one of you two, but again, I want the info. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, again, it's just a fun game. That's really it. But yeah, I do think that, yeah, the reason why I didn't play the post game probably came down to the other game that was around that time, from Three Houses, like I said before. So again, you got, you know, Sword to try play. It's a fine game, nothing like you haven't really seen before. It's alright to play and all that, but then you got Three Houses, which, yeah, that's the new farm game, the series that I'm the most invested in during that point. Obviously the newest game in the series, the first new game in this series since you became a fan of the series. And then yeah, it's really replayable at that point, because yeah, that was before I got cheated by, you know, the monster and stuff. So, okay, good thing I didn't go for a fine type move. But yeah, we're not one-shotting these anymore, like we were before, which is not a good thing. So yeah. So yeah, definitely very scary. This is what's shaping up. So yeah, I really need these hints. And you don't have one. You're probably not good to fight with Hydreigon, so yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Because yeah, these normally have Happini and a Blissey, I think, now, so yeah. You notice the breeders always have, you know, Chansey and Blister on the side, but anyway. And he just leads off with the Blissey, alright. So one went for Thunder Wave on me before, so yeah, I'm gonna go into one of my ground types then. Let's go into Serena then. If it goes to the Ice thing, I'm gonna be very annoyed, or very angry, should we say. So let's see. Yep, Thunder Wave. So yeah, we'll go for the Acrobat, so that's what I was talking about, so yeah. So again, yeah, that's kind of why, again, I didn't really play that much, because again, Three Houses was a lot more interesting to me, so then I played that a lot, and I kind of forgot about some shit, I think. So yeah. So that's, again, probably one reason why I don't really look back and fondly, is that, again, yeah. It came at a time when, it was a game I thought that was fine, but then it also came at a time when I was playing the game that I would go on to play probably the most in my life, so yeah. Even though, like I said, yeah, I did get cheated by the game. There's a nurse south, that's good. I mean, I won't get cheated by the game, but that's, you know, how it goes. I guess again, yeah, like I said, I just kind of, when you play a game like that a lot, you do, you know, find its faults. And yeah, you kind of know, you kind of know, what to expect, I guess, so yeah. It's a kind of interesting to play, yeah. If I do play Sword and Shield again, I think, yeah, it'll probably come down to, you know, learning about what will make the game more fun to play, basically. Like, yeah, thinking about what Pokemon seem like the most fun to use. And then, you know, maybe trying to minimize the wild area a little bit too, since I'm the biggest fan of it. That could also be something as well. I mean, outside that, again, like I said, yeah, just kind of, you know, by the numbers, I guess you could say. So, yeah. I'm very scared of this, I must admit, because, yeah, last time this guy really wrecked me, so, yeah. Mr. Barch up here. Or Mrs., I should be saying. It's a female this time, so, yeah. Because, yeah, it does feel like, yeah, they have no guards, so just gonna have to, I mean, we're gonna get ice punched again, probably knocked out, but there's a nurse nearby, so that's fine. We'll take that. Yeah, I just need to figure out how can I actually, you know, maybe one-shot it without, you know, dying to die punch. I like the fact that, yeah, I got frozen again, that's just how it goes, I guess. Yeah, this area, yeah, it's not easy at the moment, that's thankful. So yeah. Another ice punch. So again, yeah, like I said, yeah, definitely a game I'm very conflicted on, because again, I don't think it's bad. Like, yeah, it actually works, which is one thing. Scarlet Violet could say that at launch, so yeah. So that's definitely something. I think, actually, we didn't get a crit, and also it's not even no god, alright. It just hits all those dive punches, so yeah. So that's definitely a shame, but anyway. I mean, it would have been very bad if we got the burn on it then, but that's okay because that's Guts then. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need that nurse now to a Pokemon in good shape. Down below a bit, that's what I want to know. So yeah, we're already getting the hints we need. We can just dodge him for now. We're gonna have to fight this guy, I think. I mean, we don't have to. Because if I, walk past him like this, I'm gonna have to do that again. Yeah, you can use HMs. I didn't point that out. They can be used to skip areas. It's kind of interesting. So yeah. And there's that nurse. So yeah, let's fight up. Probably don't want to refresh our Pokemon like immediately. We probably want to maybe knock out at least the other person and then heal probably. But anyway, so yeah. Again, there's a lot of strat to this place. I kind of like it. I guess, yeah, while I am going for, I guess on the second tour is how I feel about the White Tree Hollow. Anyway, so again, like I said, yeah. Sonic Shield again, definitely a game a bit, but not. It's not that it's bad, because yeah, I don't think it was. It's just that again, it didn't really wow me that much, is the thing. It's just a fine game, like I keep saying. So yeah. Like, again, it just gets the job done, and that's really it. It's kinda like, it's hard to describe, yeah, because again, there aren't that many other games like that for me, is the thing, so it's kinda hard to describe, so yeah. Like, yeah, I probably have played racing games like that before, but again, even if it's, a by-the-book racing game, I still feel like I, remember it more. Of course, yeah, I guess the thing is, you remember the bad games and you remember the good games. It's hard to remember the games that are just okay, I guess, so yeah, so that's probably something else too. Fight you. Now the problem is that yeah, we don't know if the gate trainer is on the next floor or they even lower down is the problem. So yeah. That's something we still need to figure out, so yeah. So again, this is not gonna be easy. So I mean yeah, that's kind of the thing, yeah. Again, it's not impossible for me to replay it, it's just that again. And there's just other games I really want to play is the thing, so yeah. And again, when it's, an average game, that's kind of, I don't know, again, it's a little bit hard to recommend for myself, I guess, so yeah. Aiming a Lapras here, so I'll take this out. And like I said, yeah, as you can tell, I am having problems talking about it. I think another thing too is that, yeah, again, it has been a long time since I last played it too, so yeah. Yeah, so my only playthrough was when the game was new, so yeah. So there's that. But I think after that though, I really like the Pokemon games to come out. Well, except for BDSP, but yeah. Like, Legends Arceus is really different. It wasn't perfect, but... so walking around with Spain. I mean, there's a female too, so yeah. So yeah, we'll do that. How's Vitra looking? Actually close to level up interest in us, so yeah. So I'm gonna do something like this, and then something like this. And yeah, we're gonna heal and hope the giant does see us basically, because we need to get out of here. So yeah. Like yeah, except for VSP, like Legend Arceus is good. I think Scarlet Violet eventually became kinda good, so yeah. Let's see. Those don't want to fight here, but they're not moving around, so it's not too difficult. Go, we're out. Man, that running also, can catch their attention, so yeah. So again, yeah, so we know that down below is that, yeah, we still need to learn, which floor it is. Definitely not getting past you. Yeah, you also got 7 these. Let's just fight him. Alright. Yeah, this still definitely requires some thinking, so yeah. Yeah, again, Scarlet, again, when it did work, I think it was an improvement. Like, yeah, you might be thinking that, yeah, I don't like the open world because it's like the water. It's kind of the opposite. I feel like they kind of refined it and made it a little bit more interesting, I think. I think the main problem with playing Scarlet is it can feel a little bit too open, and trainers don't feel very important because they don't see you in value, so yeah. The good thing is they do kind of rectify that, where yeah, a lot of routes, it wants you to defeat a certain amount of trainers, and then once you defeat a certain amount of trainers, and then yeah, you get a health damage reward. I think that's pretty neat. I think yeah, I mean the thing is that yeah, again, I'm so used to, you know, fighting every trainer I see. Try a room with 2 people in it, alright? I'm so used to, you know, how Pokemon games normally play that, yeah, again, it feels a bit weird where, yeah, you don't have to fight, like, every trainer and stuff like that, so, yeah. Anyway, I think we're gonna go around a little bit in circles, but that's okay. Yeah, a lot of areas are blocked off, it looks like, so, yeah. Luckily, yeah, I can dodge that trainer. I don't need the experience, and we've got the hints that we want, so yeah, now I'm back here, so yeah. So it's gonna look like I'm gonna have to loop around a little bit, or retrace my steps a little bit, which is not the easiest thing in the world, so yeah. Yeah, this is where I was before, so that's good. So yeah, I believe I have to go through like this. There weren't that many trainers on this route, so yeah. And I was able to dodge this guy before, so yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to play a little bit more smartly than I was before, because yeah, this is the last area. So I obviously want to be a bit careful. Now, one thing I don't know about this place is if, you know, the floors are randomly generated. It would be very interesting if they were, so yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, that's me. Like I said, yeah, I do think Scava is improvement. I think also, plot-wise, what you're doing in the game too, I think enjoyed too as well. It definitely felt like, you know, a big step up, which, you know, I can appreciate, so yeah. Yeah. Alright, we're Alpha. So yeah, let's go to 18 now. Oh, well, probably should go 17 first. Because that one's the actual one that's below us, so yeah. Let's try that. So again, yeah, Skybat, yeah, I thought that was a brilliant. And then ZA, again, not a perfect game either, but again, I like what I was seeing with that. Again, also, it could also be down to, you know, I have a much more positive mindset nowadays when compared to when I actually did play, I was a lot more positive when compared to when I played Sword as well. I definitely feel like I'm a much happier person now that, you know, I'm making videos and stuff like that, so that could also be down to it too, so yeah. Anyway, what you got? I'm gonna need more hints because yeah, I still don't know if the gate trainer is on this floor or not, so yeah. So I'll take on this guy, and yeah, he does have the Heracross, so yeah, good thing I was Serena. Alright, so I mentioned this game a little bit, so yeah, why not? Let's mention it in free houses. So what changes will I make to free houses in hindsight? Like, I guess one example, though it's very unlikely, considering the spaghetti equivalent game. Like, yeah, what would I do to free houses if, let's say, I wanted to make, like, a updated version or something like that? Or, you know, just imagining what, you know, my dream vision of the game would be. So, yeah. I think, yeah, the biggest disappointment with free houses for me is that, yeah, the routes don't feel too different. So, yeah, that's what I would change. I mean, that's one of the main things I would do. To the east of it, good. They are on this floor. So, yeah. And yeah, it's probably that Pokemon breeder, so yeah. It's my guess. We do want a physical attack of them though, so yeah, we don't want Vitra. So we're gonna use Antonio most likely. So let's do that. Alright. So yeah, let's fight this breeder. Yep, you're the gate trainer. We already found them. So now we need to figure out where the boss trainer is. I believe the gate trainer tells you what floor they're on, so then it's up to us to find them. So yeah. So anyway, you are Chansey. So that's nice, yeah. Not too long into the floor, so yeah. That's what I like to see. But anyway, so yeah, back to what I was talking about, so yeah. So again, Crimson Flower, again, I think the main thing I'd fix at Crimson Flower is the writing of it, because again, I'm not a big fan. Give it a Happini, alright, no Blissey this time. Yeah, they always use the Chansey and the Pokemon Breeder, so Chains are very good for EXP, so that's something to consider, so yeah. So take that out. So again, yeah. Crimson Valley, yeah, mainly I'd be fixing the rhyme because yeah, again, I really don't like how Lido got this written, so I'd definitely write her to be more in line with her other routes. Level 18. So there's no reason I go to level 19, I guess. So yeah. It is what it is. Anyway, so yeah. Antonia's Crystal, but yeah, most likely gonna be switching Antonia out, considering, you know, it's Antonia. So yeah. So let's go to 18 then. That's where our gate trainer is. We still kind of need to, or boss trainer, you still kind of need to know where they are, and also it'd be nice to know where the nurse is, so yeah. I might still want to keep battling. So let's not worry too much about avoiding trainers at the moment, I guess. I think, yeah, most of the hints are saying that, yeah, the boss trainer is on this floor, where the gate trainer is, which I already know, so yeah. Here's a stealth. And good thing you have a size joke. Anyway, so yeah. That's what I was talking about. And what would I change the route? Again, I think how it's laid out isn't bad, because again, you know, you want to go after, you know, Rhea and the church, and again, it's kind of laid out well to do that. Again, I think if I had complete creative freedom, I'd probably start at Ember, and then getting the monastery could be like the halfway point or something like that, or it can even be the end point even. Like a big landmark for the adventure. That'd be a really cool idea, to be honest, so yeah. That feels like some of RPGs now think about like that, so yeah. Like you're retaking the place that the first part of the game took place in. That's a pretty cool idea, I must admit. And yeah, it kind of also shows that, yeah, again, what happened at the end of just for time skip, again, kind of shows that, yeah, without, you know, Violet Thorn Empire side, they can't do much, so yeah, it's interesting to think about like that. So yeah, again, with all the creative freedom world, yeah, you can do some really cool things with 3 hours of switch. Blue Lines, again, it's my favorite route. That's a dang sure, so yeah, I think I'm gonna fight you. It's gonna be bad if, yeah, I can't find the nurse at all and I get damaged, because, yeah, I will like all my Pokemon in good shape, at least, to fight, you know, the, I definitely want all my my Pokemon to be in good shape before that boss fight, so yeah. Anyway. So again, Blue Lines again, it is my favorite route. I do like how it's structured too. So again, maybe again, like, again, like I said, yeah, it's not bad, because again, taking back, 30-yard. Is it 30? I can't remember. Fargus, sorry, yeah. I don't know where I got that from, but anyway, so yeah, probably some other part, okay. But taking out Fargus when you're doing the plot, I like that. Then go at the end part of that, like that too. So again, staying in the monastery isn't so bad for that route, I think. So yeah. Again, like I said, yeah, I'd probably just, you know, fix up the rank a little bit. It doesn't need too much. It's just that, you know, how, you know, Dimitri stats back, I think could have been handled even better, but again, like I said though, it is a good route, I must admit. A very good route, but a good story, and the gameplay, again, it's not the best game in the world because it's 3 houses, but it's fine. Golden obviously, Vernon, yeah, I definitely fixed that a lot. I want it to basically, you know, center more around Claude's thoughts and ambitions, basically. Like, yeah, it does sound like, you know, oh, it's right there, so, Let's go. And here he is, so I guess the topic's gonna be a bit on the back burner, but that's okay. So, I mean, I can finish it. I'll just speed up a little bit. So again, Gondor, again, like I said, I would probably send more on Claude's ambitions because again, it sounds like he has some big plans for them, but I don't really get to see that at all. Like, yeah, maybe, you know, we could convince the Amarans to help us out. Maybe we need to fight in the Alliance to, you know, prove to them that, yeah, maybe need to find the Alliance to prove to them that, you know, Claude is the right way forward. And then at some point, yeah, you know, maybe we convince the church, maybe maybe convince Vargas. I doubt that would happen, but yeah. And then, you know, going off to Ember, taking on the servers. I think also the servers too. Again, I kind of wish there's more focus at Crucified, because it does sound like, you know, you've got to have a lot of plans for them. And yeah, like, it's in the epilogue, they're just defeated, so yeah, it's like, it's kind of one reason why I really don't like them, and why a lot of people are worried that they're going to be in Fortune Suisse, so yeah. So there's that. So again, that's kind of how it's simpler. Again, they tried to do that a little bit, considering, you know, Fort Mercius, but again, I feel like more could have been done, and it will also make Claude stand out, because he's supposed to be, you know, the one that's very different from the rest, so seeing him, you know, have a completely different route, different focus, that would have been really, really cool. And then, yeah, Solar Star, this is something me and my brother really agree with. Make Rhea playable. Like, I know that you had to change the plot and all that, but it would be so cool, and also give you a good payoff for wanting to go Solar Star. And of course, yeah, the idea is, you know, maybe go after Ember, obviously, and then you go after Solas, then maybe that's the route that fights Nemesis, because, you know, how thing would it be for, you know, Rhea and Nemesis to fight again, you know? Again, it's interesting that, you know, Claude has to do that on Verdaman, but again, imagine how cool it'd be if it was, you know, Ceres versus Nemesis once again, so yeah. Yeah, I think that's mainly everything on top. There's probably more, but again, like I said, I would change the routes. And then also, yeah, make time skip basically a bit more, you know, unique when compared to part 1, so yeah. I think that's the change that I would make. I'll see if Fortune Sleep thinks in similar ways, so yeah. But anyway though, here's the big man. Back in Grandpa Alder's house, we promised, remember? We're gonna compete with each other and see who's stronger. And yeah, he actually has Alder's battle theme, which is kind of fitting, so yeah. So yeah, boss trainer Benga. Boss of Area 10, obviously, and he has a Latios, so he's not messing around. Level 85. So yeah, the question is, how do I do with Latios after I put up my stealth rocks? Because yeah, we're gonna want the stealth rocks, I think. The idea is Serena probably does as much damage as they can before they go down. There's an icy one. So, I mean, yeah, if you're doing that, that probably means that it's safe to switch into Ronan then. So, or even John Trace, to be honest. But yeah, I think Ronan. This is about where I wish I'd Megaphone, that's okay. I assume I'll do alright. I mean, I don't mind that you're slowing me down, except for maybe what's coming. Oh, Dracometer. Except for what might be coming next, so yeah. So that's a very unfortunate time for that to happen, that's okay. And yeah, it's the White Herb. The good thing is, even if Ronan goes down, that means that Vitra comes in afterwards, and then yeah, we'll be looking very good. So yeah, the Mentor will be back in our court. So yeah, so whoever the Ice Beam should do very good damage. And there's the second Meteor. Should probably not get us out, but that's okay. Yes, again, it's very strong, but this time yeah, it does have my social attacks. That means that yeah, whoever comes in should be pretty safe. I could also try staying with Antonia, but I think that's a bit too much, so I'm gonna try Serena once again. Serena does outspeed, so yeah, it means I can keep my Pokemon healthy for later, so yeah, let's go for the Acro. There you go. That's a pretty crazy Pokemon for him to have, and that's only the first one. Here comes a Dragonite. So yeah, kind of bad that, you know, Ronan had to go down like that, but we do have the Stone Edge. Unfortunately, it misses, so that's unfortunate. But I do have, and yeah, we do get knocked out here. But luckily though, I do have, it also has a Life Orb, alright. Luckily I do have the Vitra in the back, so yeah. I think Vitra's gonna be the one bring us from here, so yeah. Let's go for the Dragon Balls. to try and take out Dragonite here. There we go. And Volcarona is his base Pokemon. Level 85 obviously. But yeah, it takes, the Stealth Rock damage, so let's go for the Surfer, and let's hope that will be enough. The answer is yes. We did it. We beat the Unova challenge. And yeah, Vitra gets level 91, because they are awesome. So exciting. Pokemon's combination. Amazing teamwork. Places where humans can't go alone. Places where Pokemon don't think to go. You can go anywhere with teamwork. Between trainers of Pokemon, like you and me. I'm glad you understand that now. Hey! You better come to Gramps' house. I know where it is, in Blossessy Town. I'll give you something awesome. It's a promise, okay? He isn't lying about that, so yeah, let's go and see him. Hey Ryan, all the errors? Can that be true? You sure know how to impress. Congratulations. It's you're conquering the areas. Please accept this prize. A Greppa Berry, alright? One Greppa Berry. Don't get to place it though. Keep on aiming to become the top trainer in the land. You can come back now. So with that done, yeah. We wanna obviously get Braviary back. So let's do that. Put away Antonio for the time being, and yeah, I think we also need to put away Vitra as well. Alright, and also because we conquered all the areas, that means that yeah, all the shops have opened up here. Anyway, it's all now. Because yeah, it's July now. So I'm gonna buy a Deep Sea Tooth. Because why not? A Deep Sea Scale. For 2 grand. A Dragon Scale for 4 grand. He also got a lot of money from, all his battles too. And a King's Rock for 6 grand. So there you go. I don't know if there's more shots, there might be, but that's okay. So yeah, what we want to do is, we want to go fly to Blossessy. And we're back to Alder's house. Here's your Benga's back. Hey! There's a promise. Between me and you, we had the best match. This to remember it by. Raise the Dratini. Yeah, Dratini. Which is cool, but there's a bit more to it than just that. I'll leave it with you. Take good care of it, Rohan. I'll be waiting for you in the White Tree Hollow. So, Dratini, only level 1. It's a shiny though, so yeah, you probably want a Soft Reset to get like a good nature on it. But yeah, we can get a shiny Dragonite thanks to this. If you're playing Black 2 and beat the Black Tower, it's a shiny Gibble instead. Which isn't as cool because, shiny Garchomp is one of the worst shinies, but oh well. According to a lot of people, but anyway. I think it's alright, it's just that, again, not too different looking, I think. I think it kind of looks like Gengar, but yeah, probably not with Garchomp though. It's a bit too subtle, I think. But anyway, we get Lucky Color for getting our first shiny Pokemon in this playthrough. Tree Hollow Jr., so getting all the Tree Hollow medals. Tree Hollow Master. 20 victories. 50 victories. 100 victories. Yeah, I found a lot there. Pinpoint Easy. Quick Clear Hard. And 4 more hit medals. Alright. So there we go. So yeah, let's put away these Pokemon. Obviously, Dratini gets to chill with the cool boys here. So that's like the 3rd shiny in this playthrough, although 2 of them were in Black 2, so yeah. So we don't want to do that just yet, because yeah, we want to fly once again. Anyway, let me look at the time now. of our recording. Yeah, I think we can fit it in. So, here's the thing though. We did get the key for White Tree Hollow, but as you probably accept though, that means that we could do a little bit more. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we're back. So, let's fly. This time though, we got a black city now. Thanks to obviously the key system. So yeah, obviously that means white players get to actually experience Black City. I don't think I've talked about Black City actually, so I can do a quick overview. This is where obviously the shots are being made. There's shots. And of course, the new attraction. Let's get on a bike. Let's go up here. Black Tower. So yeah. Yeah, you can challenge both the White Tree Hollow and the Black Tower. So, yeah, I've got my work cut out for me, haven't I? So, yeah. Since this part hasn't been going on too long, I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to show the, Black Tower Area 10 and its boss too. So, that's going to be a while, so I'll see you in the distant future, I guess. Alright, made it to Area 10 of the Black Tower. So, yeah, I'll be showing that. Since I already showed Area 10 for White Tree Hollow earlier, I think I'm just going to speed up. Probably add some post-commentary too. I mean, that'll be a good way to talk about my thoughts on these two areas. I do want to show Area 10 just because Black Tower is quite different in terms of what Pokemon you fight and the rooms themselves. So yeah, let's do it. My final thoughts on the Unova challenge that goes for both White Tree Hollow and Black Tower. Yeah, I actually kind of like them as an endgame challenge, to be honest, because they are very different from, you know, the common battle tower that we see in most Pokemon games. Because yeah, it's about, you know, actually like exploring a dungeon. So I thought that was a pretty neat way of doing it. And yeah, you don't need to have, you know, competitively evolve a Pokemon for it as well. As long as, you know, the Pokemon are well trained, you'll do well here. So yeah. So again, I like that as a endgame challenge. I think I'm also reminded a little bit of the Battle Pyramid as well. Although yeah, that one definitely feels more like a battle facility as well. But again, it's kind of like the idea of it's kind of like a twist on that as well. And I think yeah, it's something that Unova does kind of need, considering that yeah, it only has the battle subway, which is the battle tower equivalent. So yeah, that's pretty neat. And then of course that would be basically the norm afterwards. We basically just have a battle tower and that's really it. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, again, like I said, yeah, not much will, you know, top, you know, the Battle Frontier in Gen 4 as like, you know, an end game area to really test yourself. Because again, like I said, yeah, there is something about, you know, those competitive battle areas. Again, it forces you to, you know, make the most out of your Pokemon. For example, you know, getting the most out of their IVs, EVs, all that, building around, you know, some Pokemon too. But yeah, sometimes though, again, not everyone is able to do that. So yeah, having an area like this though, I think is also like, you know, good to see as well. Because again, like you say, not everyone is able to, you know, get completely viable Pokemon like that. So just having this where yeah, it is a challenge, but if you well train your Pokemon, then yeah, you can reduce the challenge a little bit. I should also point out this guy too. He has a Starmie as his first Pokemon, and then he has a Sceptile as the second Pokemon. Yeah, my favorite Pokemon, my brother's favorite Pokemon at some point. So yeah, so there we go. And he's also a Gate Trainer too. That's kind of funny. But anyway, so that's what I was talking about. So yeah, again, like I said, yeah, I do like that. Yeah, again, it doesn't really matter what team he has as long as again it's well trained. And also, yeah, I do think Challenger does affect this place, so yeah, you get to fight some of the highest level trainers in the series as well, which is pretty neat as well. I also do like the idea of, you know, having to go through here and manage your health too. I think, again, it's a bit challenging in Pokemon games because normally you don't have to worry because, again, you got a lot of items. But again, I do like That as well. I do like how that's handled here as well, I must admit. So yeah, I think it's really, really neat. So yeah. As again, you do need to think very carefully of your battles. I think that's another thing that I could appreciate too. Again, the matchup might seem in your favor, but again, do you want to take the risk that you may not one-shot, and then you could get one-shot in return, and that Pokemon can't be used until you get to the doctor? And that's really neat, I must admit. And yeah, like I was kind of saying before, both areas are like somewhat unique as well. White Tree Hollow, I believe people like White Tree Hollow a bit more because it has the Pokemon breeders in them, and they always have a Chansey or a Blissey on their team, which gives a lot of EXP, so it's a good place to train as well. Yeah, Black Tower, I mean, this is a good time to mention this, but yeah, you have Surf areas and Flash areas, and then White Tree Hollow has Cut and Shrimp, so yeah, you use this as skip trainers. I like the fact that, yeah, they're not required either, that's pretty neat too. It's more of a strategic thing, so yeah, so I find that kind of neat as well. Again, yeah, these won't work obviously in one Pokemon game because again, HMs are, you know, not a thing anymore, so yeah. So again, like I said, this is a pretty neat area. Again, it's a bit long, and the first couple of floors are a bit short. It's kind of a simple, easier, should we say. It's kind of a simple problem that, you know, the Perma Trials has, but yeah. Although I do like it. Alright, that didn't take too long. Yeah, instead of Benga, we got this person. I'm here battling everyone's side in order to become the strongest trainer. You're here for the same purpose, right? What does it mean to be the strongest? That's the question in your head, right? You came here for the answer, right? Being a battle may bring us one checklist to find out just who is the strongest leader. It's too bad no one is here to watch out now, but let's have a good one. Let's start this battle. So yeah. So this is probably one of the most remote trainers in any Pokemon game. You got boss trainer Jana with a Suicune. Alright. I want the rocks, but yeah, looks like Strange is gonna have to go down for doing so, yeah. As I did see Focus Sash on one of the trainers before, so yeah. One of the boss trainers before, should be saying. Anyway, he also has Icy Wind. That's gonna be the opener. So yeah, if it's gonna go for that, yeah, I think my best bet is gonna be Ronin. So let's do that. Go for the Grass Knot because Suicune I think weighs a lot, so yeah. It feels like it to me, so yeah. And yeah, it goes to the Hydro this time. Right, can also take that DC well, so there we go. But yeah, Suicune, yeah, could be a very dangerous Pokemon if it has, like, you know, Scald and Carmine in this game, so yeah. Let's see, Grass Knot should do pretty decent. Yep, almost a one-shot. And he actually has a Pinch Berry, a Ganmon Berry. I'm not too worried about that. Just goes the Ice Wind again. Just to cut my speed. So that's fine by me. So yeah, I'll go for another Grass Knot. It goes for another Hydro Pump. And yeah, we can take that, no problem. I do think that, yeah, Ronan was probably much safer to switch into than Antonio, obviously. So that's why we went there, so yeah. Anyway, Latios is coming out now. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay in and go for the Ice Beam. As it goes to Draco, obviously. I wonder if that could knock us out from this range. I don't really know what it could be holding. Probably a Life Orb. Let's have a look. A White Herb. Alright, that's fine by me. I'm definitely considering White Herb on Latios too, that's a dang sure. But yeah, I think I know what I want to give my Latios, so yeah. Alright, you can take the Draco, that's good. And the last is the Heatran. So yeah, two Pokemon I'm actually considering for PWT and Battle Supply, so yeah. So yeah, go for the Sculptor. He has an Air Balloon, which is a very good held down for Heatran, and there we go. Rowan takes us home. So strong. Never met another trainer as strong as you. That's the most intense battle I've had in my entire life. Do you get a glimpse of what it means to be the strongest? I think that you may have a chance at achieving that. Right, excuse me, Krazo King Area 10. And our prize is a tomato berry. But of course, yeah, we can see what the shops now give. Yeah, not really much benefit, though. It's just kind of something you could do. Unlike the version you match up with, so yeah. But it is what it is. I don't even know if there's any medals for this too. But anyway, you can buy upgrades, but they're very expensive. A lot of things in Black City are. A protector. So most of the times they're Vol Pokemon, looks like. Melcoat. Yeah, there isn't like a renewable source of these, so yeah, it kind of makes sense. I'm buying the dubious stuff. So I did buy a lot of Porygon Zs, so I guess it makes sense. That way feels like a Pokemon that fit well with Black City, so yeah. Alright, and yeah, Miss Smell does have some stuff for us. We get Val Virtuoso. And we get Tower Junior. So yeah, there are medals for the Tower, so yeah. Tower Master. And we are Elite rank now. And you'll give us a medal as well. Elite Medalist. So yeah, we made it to 100 medals too. That's awesome. So yeah. So we're gonna end this part now. And yeah, our team got even stronger thanks to go through all the tower. Level 95 we're starting to reach now. I don't think we'll reach level 100, but it would be kind of cool if we did. You may notice that yeah, I've been doing the big sim small court. I don't feel like I need to anymore. Our Pokemon are in a very good place now. So yeah, I think the only reason why I would is if I want to train more Pokemon for the battles to play basically. So yeah. Anyway, I think that'll be it for now. So yeah, next time. We've done a lot of battling as of late, so I think we're gonna go and do the penultimate movie in PokeStar Studios. Yeah, not long to go now, so yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.